Where do I begin? Where do I begin? So, ladies and gentlemen, we just lost. Yeah, we lost. We lost the match. Yeah, we lost the match to Leicester, and it was not a good result at all. I'm extremely disappointed in my team. And where do we begin? We got to go by breaking down the match. So, what happened in this match? The match was overall very boring. At times, you've seen our weaknesses, and at times you've seen that we are still a team in process. And we got extremely humbled by Leicester City today. They did not have much going forward until the second half, in which we went extremely defensive. There was an early chance which Lacazette scored, which was disallowed. And let's just go through the match, okay? So we'll start from the beginning. And if you guys haven't already checked out my content, go check it out. But first things first, I'm just gonna go and cue the intro. Yeah, so, and if you haven't already done it, go check out. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most of my content. I'll be throwing out more content every single day. Okay, so where do we begin? We begin here with the first part of the match, where the match began with Thomas Partey starting, and right away, quickly, we thought Lacazette scored. That was quickly ruled out, disallowed. That goal did not get scored, and the game continued. As the game continued, not many chances were created. There were some good chances, but in the box, but they were always stopped. Bellerin got in, stopped. Tierney crosses the ball to Lacazette, nothing comes from it. Castagna puts a good ball across the box, nothing comes from it. Constantly, Lacazette is missing opportunities for consistently. Bellerin had a good opportunity in the box, nothing comes from it. He also got a yellow card. Later in the game, he almost got sent off with the second yellow, but he did not get sent off, luckily. He stayed in the game. Xhaka got a dirty tackle from Tielemans, right? You know what? We might have bought the wrong player from Saint Etienne. Wesley Fofana looked really good today in that first half, and the first half ended 0-0. It was a boring first half, but Arsenal had the better chances, and we should have been up at that point. And remember, Lacazette's goal did get disallowed. Fairly, though. It was disallowed correctly. Then immediately after that, David Luiz got injured. When David Luiz got injured, the worst thing that could have happened to us happened. Squadron Mustafi came into the game. When Squadron Mustafi came into the game, I had nothing more to say. I was absolutely distraught. I didn't know what to say. I was disgusted that Mustafi was coming into the game. I thought he shouldn't have never played for the club ever again. And you know what? Lacazette missed chance after chance, gets a yellow card, and then Jamie Vardy comes on in the 60th minute. Here's where the game turned on its head. The moment Jamie Vardy came on, we went super into our shell, and we played defensive, and we were not compact. We were more defensive, and we gave them more opportunities. We let them come on to us, and we did not take the game to them. At that point, we conceded possession and gave them the ball more. Now, Nicolas Pepe came on for Bukayo Saka, didn't offer too much. James Maddison got a yellow card. Good save. Good save. Nothing really came from it, right? Bellerin had an opportunity. Then nothing came from this either. Then Chase Under came on. When Chase Under came on, we were really in trouble. And that's when the goal happened. from under cross to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We conceded the first goal of the game, 1-0. At that point, we knew the game was dead and buried. There was a couple of chances, but nothing really came from it. Jamie Vardy came in, and he had a Partey. He had a party, Jamie Vardy. Now, 11 goals in his last 11 games. There were some pointless substitutions near the end of the game, in the 81st minute mark, a little bit too late, Arteta, unfortunately. And then, for health reasons, they did their substitutions. Xhaka got a booking, and the game ended. The game ended 1-0, and it was absolutely lethargic, boring, annoying, and it's one of those performances that just, you look at the league table now, and you just look at yourself and you think, this was a missed opportunity. We faced a Leicester team that was not at their best form. We were in the league table. We were sitting in a good position. We had an opportunity to go fourth. We squandered it, and now Leicester are fourth, and we are now back all the way down to 10th. We also affected our goal. We don't have a good we still have a good defense, but we are not scoring goals. We have probably a lot of teams down at the bottom are the only teams that have scored less goals than us. We've scored only 8 goals. Actually, Wolves have scored less goals than us, and they're in 8th. It's just disappointing and not good enough. Absolutely terrible from the club. And you know what? I'm not going to defend guys today. Certain guys need to be called out. Certain guys need to be told to play better. It's just embarrassing. Squadron Mustafi, never again. Never again do I want to see you playing for this club. The way he was miles behind Vardy when Vardy scored that goal is just out of this world. And looking at the league table, looking at who we have next in our fixtures, it's just Manchester United, Aston Villa, Leeds, Wolves, Tottenham. It's just, in the Premier League, we're going to have a tough run of games, and it's just not going to get better. It's going to go from one to another. And you know what? Jamie Vardy done it again to us, and we have some guys that we need to talk about. Right? There's some guys that we need to talk about. David Luiz, is he injury prone? What's going on? Squadron Mustafi, why is he still at the club? We need creativity. Why can't Emil Smith-Rowe get a game? Why is Joe Willock coming on? There's a lot of questions we have to start asking Arteta. Well, another question we have to ask Arteta. Why is he not making substitutions till late? Why is substitution taking so long? Why is this happening? We don't know. What we know is Mikel Arteta is not the man to be criticizing at this point. You can criticize him, but I don't think it's his fault why we lost this game. We created 3 to 4 clear-cut opportunities. Our players did not finish their dinner. They did not take their chances. I'm extremely disappointed in the performance. I'm extremely disappointed in the result. But in another day, we could have possibly won this game. I do not want to overreact and go all the way to the other side and say, hey, we're going to regress to the means. At times, these things happen. This is the same team that lost to Leicester 5-2. This is the same team that beat Manchester City 5-2. We lost to Man City. We lost to Liverpool. We have to start worrying about the fact that we have not been able to beat any of these top teams. And we are now going to be facing Wolves, Tottenham. We're going to be facing Aston Villa, Leeds, a lot of good teams. And I'm just worried about a run coming up. And I'm starting to get worried. This season, it's a long season ahead. We got Jem laughing in the comment section. We got Kirsten saying Jamie Vardy's having a Partey. Our disallowed goal was a joke, should have counted, but second half performance was very poor. It's just fatigued players played a factor. I don't think so, mate, because they also had players who played in the Europa League. So we cannot say fatigue. We should have beat them at home with there's no questions. Arteta takes the piss. You know what? I can't only blame the Arteta. We can blame the manager under Arsene Wenger. We blame the manager under Emery. We blame the manager under Lumberg. We called them all shit. And then we question Arteta. At what point are we going to look at these players? We have too many players that are not at the level that we should be at. How many of our players get into that Leicester City team? That is the honest truth. It is the honest truth. And I hate it. it bothers me. You rival fans always say that, hey, Mikel Arteta might not be the guy. This is that. I don't believe that. I think Mikel Arteta is still the guy to get us back to where we need to go. I've seen enough from him and how he's fixed this defense. He's fixed the defense. We have not been leaking goals. We lost against City 1-0. We lost against Leicester today 1-0. We lost against Liverpool. Yes, that was a 3-0 or a 3-1 at that point. But hey, we cannot get going crazy. You never get top 4 for fuck's sake. Oh man. At this point, if we do get top 4, it's a myth. But if we do get top 4, I would be surprised. Every performance you're gonna change your ideas. But hey, from what we've seen from our rivals, this is one of those seasons where anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen. It's wide open. But I'm not going to sit here and not take the L. I'm here. I'm taking the L. I'm saying it was a bad performance. Now let's go into it. See exactly who performed bad, because we know. I have it right here in front of me, right? So first, Leno. Could Leno have done anything about that? No. So in my opinion, Leno couldn't have done nothing. Leno had no opportunity to do anything in this game to help himself. So Leno, for me, he gets. I'm just gonna give him. I'm just gonna give him a 6. I'll give Leno a 6. He didn't really do nothing wrong. The goal, he had no chance to stop the goal. So I'll give him a 6. Okay. Then you got yourselves Bellerin. Hector Bellerin. You almost got yourself sent off. You almost got yourself a red card. Extremely poor game. He gets a 5. No, he gets a 4. Okay. Then you go to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney, once again, I don't know what he was doing. Didn't really have a good game. I got to give him a 5. David Luiz got sent off. I mean, David Luiz got injured. So did he play enough minutes for me to? Yeah, he played 49 minutes. I'll give David. He did have a couple passes early to help us with our attacking third. I'll give him a 5. Reluctantly giving him a 5. Gabriel. He gets a 6. Gabriel gets a 6. Right now, who do we have next? We have Ceballos and Xhaka. Oh no, Mustafi. Squadron Mustafi gets nothing. He gets 0. Squadron Mustafi was absolutely horrendous, terrible. Don't ever bring that guy to my club ever again. Absolutely don't want nothing to do with him. He's finished. He's finished. That guy's finished. That guy's finished. We got people in the comment section saying we will not finish in the top 4 anywhere near between 5th and 8th. Michael L. Bruce. Yeah, some of you guys come up with the funniest things. It cheers me up even though we've lost. You guys are trying to cheer me up. I appreciate that. Now, Xhaka and Ceballos. Ceballos did not offer enough. Xhaka was okay. But Xhaka was okay until when it comes to his defensive duties. His defensive duties as a midfielder are non-existent. And I cannot defend Xhaka anymore. I have to call it what it is. He is not good enough. He is the best we have, but he's not good enough. He would not get into Manchester United's team. He would not get into Leicester's team. He would not get into Liverpool's team. He would not get into Man City's team. He doesn't get into any of those teams. What do we really have at this club? It's really embarrassing. And I'm starting to open my eyes. It's actually embarrassing. Thomas Partey started. Thomas Partey is probably looking at the players he has around him, and he's thinking to himself, "What is going on?" He's probably thinking to himself, "What is going on?" There's nothing else to say about Thomas Partey. He did what he did. First of all, I gave Xhaka and Ceballos both 5s. No, I gave Xhaka a 4, Ceballos a 5. Now Thomas Partey, to me, we'll move by it quick. He gets a 6. He was probably one of the best players on the pitch, but it doesn't mean nothing when we lose 1-0 away. I mean, at home. At home. Okay, next. Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He played on the right today. He's being wasted. He's being absolutely wasted on the right. He needs to either play on the left or he needs to play up top. And in my opinion, you need to play him up top. If you do not play Aubameyang up top, Arteta, we have a problem. You've seen against Sheffield United, playing Arteta. Arteta needs to do something about this team. We cannot go into the next game having Lacazette up top, Saka, and think the exact same thing. If you continue to do the same thing, it's insanity. You have to do something different. Drop Lacazette. Make sure Pepe starts. If Willian's healthy, go with Willian, Pepe, and Lacazette, and not Willian as a false nine. Make sure Willian is on the left, and just play with the front three, and hopefully, you know what? At this point, you just gotta say, you just gotta pray. You just gotta pray. Banter FC, we love you. Can I join the stream? Not today, mate. Not today. I just wanna get this over with quickly. It's like ripping a bandage. You just want to get it over with. You know what I mean? Now, before the game, I was praying. Little did I know I really needed to pray. Now, before I finish up, I'll give Saka. Saka was one of the best players again. Saka, how is an 18-year-old our best friggin' player? Is he 19 now? Okay, maybe that's better. He's 19 now? I don't know. You guys tell me. But this guy was our best player on the pitch. And I know it's not time to give man of the match, but if I were to give man of the match to somebody, I'm just going to give it to this guy. He gets man of the match. Bukayo Saka was the best player on the pitch for us. And he's been our best player on the pitch for a couple games now. And it's disrespectful to the senior pros in this team that Bukayo Saka is the best player on the pitch when you have grown men who've been playing for bigger clubs, who've been in the leagues, in top leagues, scoring goals, doing stuff. I don't want to hear about Ozil. End the Ozil conversation. Ozil's done out here. Bukayo Saka, man of the match, gets a 7. Nobody gets better than a 7. Bukayo Saka was the best player on the pitch, and he's getting a 7. So now, Pepe. Okay, I'm going to leave Lacazette for last. Who came in as a substitution? Pepe came in as a substitution in the 65th minute. Didn't do nothing. He gets a 5. Eddie Nketiah came in the 81st minute. Didn't do much. He gets a 5. Right? Now, Lacazette. Are you a striker, or are you a defensive center back? We make fun of Liverpool's Roberto Firmino, but at the end of the day, he is playing in a good team with 2 players who are scoring a lot of goals in Mane and Salah. What happened today with Lacazette was absolutely shambolic. The worst performance from Lacazette I have seen. He even scored a goal, which was disallowed, but correctly, I think, disallowed, in my opinion. But we have to start having this conversation as Arsenal fans. Is Lacazette the striker that we need? Can we get the best from Lacazette? Can Lacazette be in a team that wins us a trophy? Can Lacazette be the man who does something for us as a club? We cannot go continuously year in, year out with the same players who let us down. When we first signed Lacazette, I had high hopes for him. He has not lived up to those hypes. He does not live up to everything. I'm very disappointed in Lacazette. Lacazette, you need to fix up. You need to fix up, Lacazette, because at this point you might have 3 goals, but let's really look at his goals. The Fulham goal was a tap in. One of the other goals was a tap in, and the Liverpool goal that he scored was an error. So has he really contributed in the way that we need him to contribute? No, he hasn't. Have any of our players contributed in the way we haven't? No, they haven't. Absolutely shambolic performance from Lacazette. He gets a 2. I'll give him a 2. I don't know where those 2 came from, but he gets a 2. Now, Arteta. I like you, Arteta. I like Arteta. But he does deserve criticism today. Mikel Arteta, you got it wrong today. You got a couple things wrong. 1, you took too long for your substitutions. 2, you cannot play a midfield three with the options that we have in this team. If you're going to play a midfield three, you cannot play Xhaka and Ceballos with Thomas Partey. You have to pick two out of the three and put a Saka next to them, or even do something, change it up, put Ainsley in, do something, because at this point, we cannot play with Xhaka, Ceballos, and Partey today. It did not work. You should have stuck with the back three. We should have stuck with the back three. We should have stuck with what was working. You changed the system today, you got it wrong. Unfortunately, I love Arteta, but he can get things wrong. And people who are going all the way to the left and saying, oh, he's not the guy, Mikel Wenger. Cut the crap, bro. At the end of the day, he's not coming here to win us the league this season. It's a process. We're still on a process. I still don't trust the process. We lost today. We take the L on our chest. We take it and we continue. You know what? Then we're still gonna do good this season. You guys watch. I'm hot and cold, but I am telling you, this season's not over. It's a crazy season. It's a crazy season. Mustafi's not to blame. Have you watched it? What are you talking about? Mustafi's not to blame. Did you see Mustafi and Xhaka did not even run back? It was very disappointing. It was absolutely disgusting what happened today. Don't ever say Mustafi's not to blame. Mustafi is not a defender. I don't know what he is. He's better maybe as a right back, but he cannot defend. He cannot be a player at this club. He was supposed to be out of this club this window. Didn't happen. He was supposed to be injured until January. He got healthy. Somehow he makes it into the team. I would rather have had Callum Chambers. I would rather have had anybody else than Mustafi come into this game. Gabriel did his job. He had under in a situation where if another defender that was adequately smart was there, it would have not happened that way. But you know what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Mikel Arteta, that's a doozy. He's finished. Yeah, he's finished. We know that. I'm not a crackhead. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, so 3 things we learned today. 1, not about the creativity. It's about we don't finish our chances. We can create 11 chances if we want to, but if we're not finishing them, doesn't mean anything. So today, 1 thing we learned, Lacazette, Aubameyang, anybody else who gets a chance, you have to bury it. We might not get too many. You have to bury your chances. Okay? If I show you guys the XG for today's game. The XG for Arsenal this season has shown us the lack of creativity that we have has gone to a level of disgust that we are now we're not only not creating chances, we are one of the worst teams in the Premier League at creating chances. One of the worst teams in the Premier League at creating chances. Right? Look at this. Leicester game today. Leicester apparently they created the same amount of chances as us. 0.74. But look at this. The game against Man City, we created 0.84. Okay? The game against Sheffield United, we created 0.67. Okay? Before that, the Liverpool game, we created 1.8. The game before that, West Ham, we created 1.3. The game before that, Fulham, we created 2 chances. Woo! We did it. No. Absolute nothing when it comes to that. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. Look at our we can't. Oh man. And you know what? The sad thing is, open play, our XG, this is it. We've gotten 7 goals. We've gotten 1 from a corner. Most of our shots, they're not even on target. It's just absolutely disgusting. And look at this guy. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You guys criticize Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. How is he supposed to score goals when he's not even getting the service? When he's not getting chances? For God's sakes, XG this season Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is what? All the way down there. Gabriel has a better XG than him. Eddie Nketiah, Bukayo Saka. You can't blame Aubameyang, people. Aubameyang's not to blame. It's Lacazette. Lacazette is getting the most chances. Per 90, Lacazette is getting one of the most chances. It's Bukayo Saka, Lacazette, and Pepe have been getting the most chances. They're not bearing their chances. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not getting the chances that we need. You can't blame him. Anyways, I honestly don't know what to think about these guys, but it's just very disappointing. You guys in the comment section have made me laugh. What up, Egal? You're deluded, but don't let me roast you. I don't want to. What is he saying? What up, Egal? You're deluded, but don't let me roast you. I don't want to. They played Aubameyang on the right, which made it work. I don't know why he played on the right. I absolutely don't know why he played on the right. Free Ozil. Yo, Ozil's not playing ever again, mate. I can't bring Mustafi and Nketiah to win a game. That is shambolic tactics. I agree. Ozil is more creative. Ozil is creative. But you know what? Saka needs to play. Saka needs to be our number 10. He's our only creative spark. I agree. I agree. I agree. Mustafi is a scapegoat. Lacazette, Pepe, and Aubameyang were shocking. You know what, Maestro? Mustafi might be a scapegoat, yes, but Lacazette is also as much to blame as Mustafi is. Lacazette is probably even more to blame because Lacazette, we did create enough chances to at least draw this game. You know what I mean? We did create enough chances to at least draw this game. So I'm not going to only blame Mustafi. Maybe I'm wrong to do that. Maybe I'm wrong to do that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been great. This game was terrible. I'm going to chill. Why is guy saying RIP Iga? I'm still alive, man. I'm not. I haven't died. But yeah, Arsenal's finished. He says, "Is Ligana the truth?" Question mark. No, he's not, man. Everything he says, he thinks is absolute facts, but it's just opinions. That's his opinion. An opinion is not a fact. You cannot say, "I think Arteta is the best manager in the world." That is not accurate. That's BS. But if you say, I think Arteta's finished, this is that, and the reason why he's finished is this is that, and then you try to tell people it's a fact, come on, that's your opinion. It's not a fact, right? But hey, God bless you guys, man. Get Lee Gunner on your show. Lee Gunner would never come on my show. And then God bless you, bro. Hey, I'll tell you guys this. All in all, the reason why I'm disappointed is because I have higher expectations for my club. I expect us to beat every single team we play. Even if that's delusional, that's what I expect. I will back my boys to the end of the day. But today, I cannot defend the shambolic performance. I cannot defend the dumb display. And I cannot defend the way we performed. All I can say is, if we go on next game to beat Manchester United, quickly the tides could turn and people could see some positivity come back at the club. But for now, for today, until Thursday, until I go back to my Europa League football, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done. I'm done today.